Face-off dot, Hounds in the white shirts, evergreen numerals. They're moving left to right. The Tigers will control the ball and begin today's game on attack. Glenn Clark, Chris Gunkel with you here in the Patriot League on ESPN. Seth Higgins started dodging to his left, now running shot and stings for the first goal of the game. It belongs to Seth Higgins and the Hounds.
Well, I think Loyola's been waiting for this from Higgins ever since he arrived here on campus. A big, strong, predominantly left-handed midi from the St. Paul schools. But you see his versatility here as he switches to his right down the alley, offside high. Great start for the Greyhounds.
I like the fake, too. The fake dodge.
And to stay healthy.
Milani for the Tigers, matched up against Mustang Sally. Milani will slow it down as they'll continue to work their offense. Oh, all the way inside with a weird-looking bounce shot from a very difficult angle that goes across the mouth of goal. It's backed up. Typical
Loyola fashion, they tend to leave their short sticks on an island, meaning they typically don't slide or they slide late.
Tigers still with 23 seconds on the possession clock. Of course, this season, had about 4 games, start figuring out how the new shot clock rules work. Woo, wide open on the doorstep. Luke Schilling won't get many easier than that.
Yeah, he won't, that's for sure. And it's most likely a breakdown on the backside in terms of communication. Wires is in great position, but there seems to be some confusion on Matt Hughes as to is he going or is he not going, resulting into 9-1. So it's going to be interesting to see how Towson reacts today. Do they remember that, or have they moved on and are ready to play?
Alex Reed drops it down. Bender now dodging left towards goal line extended. Nothing there. We'll send it back behind to X. 28 on the shot clock as Towson regroups. Charging in front. Oh, tricky shot with the punishment coming. But Avanzato finishes. His first of the day puts Towson in front.
Great job there by Avanzato. Loyola actually did a nice job on the 2-man game behind, but kind of the cardinal sin. Wires lets Avanzato get to the middle of the field, which you'll see here shortly on the replay. Again, no slide coming. Backs turned to the play. Difficult save there for Schaefer.
Goes low to high, right shot. Olmsted gets something free. Good look, but off target.
At the risk of being overly critical, Aiden Olmsted has a tendency to go high and high only and not change planes on his shot. Would love to see a little bit more variety there from him.
The top again. And oh, how about that heat from Aiden Olmsted?
And that's why I don't coach. Yeah, well, no, he went high. That's why I don't coach. All right? I mean, but what may have been different there is he went overhand, which means it can be much more difficult for a goalie, particularly with a screen, to see that shot. Sidearm, it's a little bit easier to see the release point.
Olmsted's first of the day, 4th of the year. Ties us back up at 2 apiece. 4:11 to play here in the first quarter.
A player. And does a great job communicating those principles to his team.
Long pole shot fired in and gets through. Oh, Schaefer had it, couldn't find it, and it just trickles over. Kobe Smith scores for the Tigers to make it 3-2.
Well, it seems like Kobe Smith has been around for an eternity.
Doesn't it?
And there you got to witness what he does and what he does best, which is convert offensively as a defensive player. Evan James has to play better defense there. I can't fault Schaefer in the right position. Number 57 in for the first time for Loyola.
I did my math wrong, too. 30 seconds. Oh, there's Benny.
Just on cue.
No time.
Well, the sophomore attackman from the Woodlands, actually they bring him out of the box, which can cause some confusion and matchup challenges for the opposing team. Benny, you haven't seen him as much as a dodger, but it appears he is a finisher. On the nice feed there from Higgins. Quick release. Right, difficult reaction time.
And this one. Great skip pass, and Schaefer another save. It's knocked down right back to him. Sam Schaefer on it so far. It's been challenged a little bit. He denies Avanzato. Keeps it a 4-3 game.
Loyola has numbers there. They clearing violation. Loyola did not make it over the midline in time.
That's their first failed clear of the day. Dangerous right underneath. That's too easy. Avanzato makes the extra pass. Schilling finishes, and we are tied at 4 apiece.
Well, they always say you have to win the turnover battle in order to win games. And as you could see in Loyola's case, how deadly a turnover or a time possession turnover can be, as they don't get back in the hole quickly enough. They don't recognize numbers. Easy finish there for the Tigers.
As they went out on the field. Towson looking to retake the lead. Berkeley. Nadlin's calling for a penalty. Berkeley gets free, fires it in, and puts the Tigers on top.
Well, you saw it on the other side where Loyola had possession, meaning a broken stick. Now you see it on the reverse. And Towson didn't mess around, Glenn, and tried to get cute as they just step in and convert an excellent offside shot there.
Now they'll try the other way. Nothing going. Oh, great job of getting free by Kamish. They needed that.
That looked very similar to a play we saw against Hopkins, where he seems to be really difficult to contain when he dodges from up top. And he has a lot more velocity, Glenn, on his shot than I think people know. And you saw it right there on show. Nothing fancy. Lindley goes up top. Kamish with a short stick D midi on him. He loves that quick release, offside high. Loyola needed that one desperately.
For Kamish, his first of the day, 5th of the year, 22nd goal in just his 15th career game. We are tied again, 5 apiece. And is that enough? They just need to break the seal, if you will. It's picked up, darting all the way in, Razanka, and right underneath, Lindley waiting for it, knocks it in.
So there's a flag on the play. That's why I was hesitating to comment. And the referee signals that, yes, it is a goal. And you know, sometimes people call these, garbage goals, or Lindley's great at getting garbage goals. I don't see it that way. I see a player that's always in the right position at the right time, who has great hands and great presence of mind to convert when need be. And you see this right here.
He didn't catch that ball. He just redirects it.
He's a kid that grew up this Towson team.
We'll see as they get the ball back. Opportunity to tie it up in transition. Nobody picking him up all the way home. You can't let that happen. Austin Stewart. No, sorry. That's Kyle Berkeley again. Kyle Berkeley ties us back up at 6 apiece.
So Berkeley has a hot hand now for Towson. And to your point, no one picks them up. So Sally late on the slide. Middleton tries to come over later, but too late. Is that a communication issue? Is that an awareness? Get a lot of velocity on that low to high shot.
Still 25 on the possession clock for the Tigers. Darting down near side. Bouncer that had to be deflected by Razanka off the stick of Swain. Or it was just nowhere close to being on target.
I was saying, Glenn, you're being very generous.
Yeah.
There.
Trying to get in front. Zero angle. Oh, my. Nick DeMeo, quiet no more.
Well, as I said, DeMeo's not really an artful dodger, but he has the ability to get into great position and use angles to get his hands free. It'll be interesting to see if this just surprises Schaefer.
Watch it
as
again.
LeBlanc looks like he's in great position here and almost knocks the ball out of his stick. But great job there.
Nearly
by
no
DeMeo.
Look, third quarter. Loyola.
It's a time when you start asking who's going to make a play. Like, who's going to make the play that you don't think they're capable of making to ignite your team and get them believing that they can see success.
Avanzato nearly threw it away. Great job to hang on to that one. Chris, it took Loyola nearly 11 minutes in the second quarter to get on the board. We're about to hit 7.5 minutes here in the third quarter without them scoring. Like, if you score 5 more before the quarter's over, nobody will remember, oh, my word. How? Somehow, some way, Austin Stewart gets the shot off as he's headed to the turf, and Towson's lead is 8-6.
You know, all credit to Stewart there. Fantastic body control, the ability to convert. But it really starts with Wires getting out of position quickly and then trying to go over the head at goal line extended with a late slide creates this opportunity. So you see he gets out of position here. He tries to get bail out with the over-the-head check. Difficult to do at goal line extended. Not an easy conversion, but easier than normal.
Towson scores the first 2 goals of the third quarter. They're on top 8-6 here in the Patriot League. And they still, this is now back-to-back quarters where the quarter has began with a 10-minute or longer scoring drought for the Greyhounds.
It's just hard to fathom, right? Considering the teams that we've seen over the past couple of years here.
And what a move by Berkeley all the way in. It's 9-6 Towson.
And Glenn, are we seeing a consistent theme where Towson is dodging down the alley and getting inside as Loyola either is not sliding or slow to slide? And you're going to see this here as Berkeley does a great job beating McNulty, a preseason first-team All-American who's out of position.
Yeah,
it's not going to result in a reset.
No.
For Loyola. 8 seconds left on the clock.
They're going to have to force it. Patra, fake. Oh, my word, with the shot clock expiring.
It's, Glenn, isn't it funny? Like, sometimes you just need one of those, what appears to be desperation-type goals to get you going. Sometimes maybe you're thinking too much and trying to execute too much. And sometimes it's more about just guts than brains when executing on offense. And you see a great job here by Patra as he gets it, utilizes that hitch move right there, gets a defenseman off balance, offside high, 9-7. Towson leads.
First time in the extra man today for the Tigers. And we're getting into the part of the game where they could take a 3-goal lead. They're going to feel really, really good about where they are. Avanzato sends it in front. Loyola 0 for 2 on the extra man. And boy, Sam Schaefer. Was that Pipe or was that Schaefer?
I want to say it's Pipe, but Schaefer was right on it.
He was on it, but I think you're right. The way that it bounced off that far back, I think it probably was Pipe too. But that's been one of the good things that's come out of this, Chris, is Schaefer seems to be right today. And they're being told it was a save. However, that one was not. Just a snipe. Avanzato, the extra man goal. Towson's lead extends to 10-7 with 7:50 to play.
Yeah, I think you described that accurately. Glenn was saying it was a snipe because it was a really small window that Avanzato finds to convert on this. And it's, you're taught a lot of times to take the ball in the away from the direction you receive it from, but Towson did not do that there. And sometimes the defense is
took care of that Sam Hopkins team that beat Loyola a couple weekends ago. They really put it to Mount St. Mary's yesterday in a midweek game. It's about 40 seconds left. Opportunity for a ground ball. And finally pops away to the Hounds with 30 seconds remaining. Good movement, and Patra will at least get him on the board here in the second half. Scores to make it 10-8.
Yeah, great job there by McNulty getting the loose ball, the loose change, getting it to Camish. I initially thought Camish might just let that go, but he saw Patra, and Patra was able to convert. 10-8 Towson, 25 seconds left to go.
Second goal, third point of the game for Patra. 8th goal, 10th point of the season. So Loyola will not be shut out here in the second half. Probably doesn't make them feel particularly great at the moment, but I don't know. We've seen crazier things than 2 goals in 25 seconds, I think. I think we have. Who knows? You got to win the face-off. Savio not able to do it. And that's how this one's going to come to a close, as Tigers make an emphatic statement at the end. Luke Schilling joins the hat trick party.
Yeah, Savio selling out, trying to push it forward. And again, we've mentioned it multiple times. I don't know what adjustment was made at halftime, but certainly there was one
No
as
question.
Towson has dominated the X here. And that's certainly
Constantinides.
played a difference in the outcome of this game.
For Schilling, third goal of the game. Loyola drops to 0-4 on the year. Towson improves to 2-3 on the season as the Tigers pick up an 11-8 victory here at Ridley Athletic Complex. A midweek rivalry matchup. Game in which was tied at the half, 6-6. And Loyola just really never got going in the second half. Tigers outscored them 5-2. Ironic